Here we go, folks. We are heading into the next game. Now my chat is complaining that I'm claiming they're not mannered. They're not mannered. They were complaining a lot earlier. They know what they did. It's like my dog. It shredded a cushion on my couch yesterday. Turns out replacing couch cushions is very difficult. Who knew? The buyer's market of America, the market decided that couch cushions were not available for purchase.
Was it hard to do, or was it just hard to find the couch cushions?
They fit specifically into the couch. It's like the cushions in the back of the couch instead of just like throw pillows. Apparently, very hard to find those. We found something America doesn't sell. Who knew?
Does it what happened to them? Did they just get dirty, or?
No, the dog destroyed them.
Oh, nice.
Pulled them off the couch, got bored, pulled them off, shredded them, and scattered the fluff all over the floor, and then played in it. So that was fun. I guess we can't necessarily blame him for that. But I'm going to anyway. It's the northeast position here of Overgrowth in the Blue Trunks playing Terran. It's currently a 1 apiece in this best of 5 series in the round of 8 of the Destiny 1. It is Apocalypse. Versus his opponent to the southwest position, who is looking definitely a bit better after that game. Looked a little bit shaky in game 1. Let's see what he comes up with now in the Red Trunks playing Terran. CM Storm Polt.
Did you have the dog since it was a puppy, or did you buy him?
We've had him since he was a puppy, and he mostly behaves himself. But occasionally he gets bored, finds something, and just destroys it in the messiest way possible. We ended up having to buy a bin for the kitchen that you can actually lock, because he figured out how to get into it. He put his paw on the little lever to open it, and then he just scattered the contents everywhere.
Nice.
We need dumber dogs, apparently. Do you have pets? I never asked.
No. We had a dog for a little bit, but then Rachel and my son moved out, so I don't have any on my own. I'm not responsible enough to take care of that on my own. It would be too cruel.
Yeah, I don't necessarily blame you. We used to live in an apartment, and we ended up getting a Labrador puppy. That was a mistake.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that ended my Warhammer 40,000 career after it ate my Land Raider.
Alright, Warhammer 40,000, is that played with the cards, or those are with the actual
tabletop miniatures? Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Those miniatures are really freaking expensive. So, and the Land Raider's like one of the biggest regular tanks in that game. And I'd spend like hours customizing this thing, and
yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Did you have it all painted up and everything?
Oh yes, it was completely destroyed. It was a beautiful Thousand Suns Chaos Land Raider, and then I woke up to go to the garage and found that somehow the dog had got into the garage and there was a big hole in it in the tank. So apparently that's the way you destroy a Chaos Land Raider, folks. If you need tactics for your future 40k sessions.
Can we real fast? How long have you been in the United States?
I've been under green card for 2 years now.
All right, 2 years is good enough. It's garage, okay?
Oh, okay. It's a garage, Destiny, and it's a bin.
Not garage.
I put my bin in my garage, and that's how I like it.
Do you have a recycled bin in there for your aluminum? What do you
Aluminium. What is that?
Wait, how do you pronounce it? We pronounce it aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. There you go.
Yes.
It sounds like
You can't say aluminum. There's like several I's in that word. You can't just ignore them.
But there's not in the American. They don't exist. I'm pretty sure they don't.
Are you absolutely sure of that?
I'm almost 1,000,000% sure.
I'm all tabbing for Wikipedia now. You know, that's how
okay,
it's gonna
I
be.
did too. Okay, look, it says C spelling. No, in America we spell it aluminum. We wouldn't just not pronounce the I. I don't think. I don't know why
Aluminium or aluminum see spelling differences. Okay. Yeah. You miss out the I for no reason. I don't know why that is.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know.
No, it's a bit strange.
Why? So if you say garage, how do you pronounce caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Okay, at least you're consistent.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's an extra A in that as well. You can't just ignore that.
I know, but 50% of speakers seem to. I don't know. It's English, right? It's the wonderful living language.
Well, caramel certainly isn't English, I can tell you that for a fact. Alright, well, that thankfully got us through the first couple of minutes of a fairly passive TBT, and we can now look at the state of the game, whereby we have Polt going for the Cloak Banshee play, but Apocalypse is nicely countering that with a Raven. So, really, he should be absolutely fine, and he hasn't forgotten to build Marine, so he's gonna be okay. A scan goes down, it's gonna... That's weird. He's also researching... Actually, it's not that weird. but you usually don't see a Raven and Cloak being researched simultaneously.
Yeah.
That was a fake. That was a fake.
Okay,
he just
nice,
cancelled it. Yeah, he did that specific.
That was really nice.
That was clever.
Because now on that scan, Polt doesn't know if APOC was making a Banshee or not, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's almost convinced that he was, because
of course,
you would never see a Raven and Cloak being researched at the same time. That's very unusual.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. I wonder what the response from Polt is going to be, though. Oh, Polt's building his own Raven, which is completely unnecessary. And he's now going to... Oh, nice, the pickoffs! Nice.
That was
Apocalypse.
Really nicely done. I don't even think Polt managed to cloak that Banshee. It died so fast. I mean, there was a Raven there anyway.
He cancelled the Cloak. As soon as he saw the Raven, the Cloak wasn't done, and he cancelled it. And but he completes the Raven. So Polt's... That's nasty. That is not a good position for Polt to be in. I mean, what does that mean for him? It means that he CCs a lot later. He has this Raven, which isn't going to do anything, really. So this is a great start for Apocalypse. Absolutely fantastic counter build here.
Yeah, really, really, really well done. Good ideas and perfect execution. Killing that Banshee, that shouldn't have happened.
No,
I mean, that was kind of a mistake on Polt. So I mean, this contain now coming down. Oh God, I hate watching this. I saw this happen so many times. This spot in TVT, and I guess I think I saw it happen in 1TVP too, where the Terran will siege up tanks like on this cliff over here. I saw the natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like APOC's tank is headed right there.
Yeah, Apocalypse wants to go in. He's going to realize, oh, there's actually nothing for me to
Polt
siege
doesn't
here.
even have that CC started.
Yeah, which is actually a bit weird, because now Polt's going to run past the entire army. This is actually kind of bad for Apocalypse. Like,
well, maybe he goes for the base trade. Oh, he's going to get a couple free shots on the tank.
That's nice, that's nice.
So what do we do?
Polt just runs. Like, Apocalypse doesn't have stim. You can't chase him.
APOC is safe at his base. I don't think Polt can attack into this. 2 siege tanks, 2 marines. A bunker's going to be set up. I think APOC is just going to try to close the game out here.
I think so, yeah. The Seeker missile has been targeted here as well. That's going to detonate. The Vikings land to kill the tank. I mean, well, that's the ramp lost, and Polt now somehow has to break this, which, as you said, seems impossible. There's going to be a 3rd tank shortly. Apocalypse is going to have a bunker. There's
no way.
No way. Such a great move from Apocalypse. Polt kind of slipping up there. The SCVs have now been pulled. He's got the high ground. These 2 tanks. There's now 3 tanks. The Marines are gone. Polt is dead. There's no doubt.
Is Polt going to pull an APOC now?
Oh, well, maybe...
Nope.
No, there we go. This will not go on for much longer. That's probably for the best. Yeah, Apocalypse had won that, no doubt. That was so cool. That was really cool what APOC did. It's really rare, like in StarCraft 2. Like I'm pretty critical on like what people call like cool builds or whatnot. I thought that was really cool. Getting the cloak, canceling the cloak, moving everything around, catching the Banshee coming in. Everything that APOC did that game was really well played out, really well thought out. Yeah, it's really nice to see as well, because of course it was the buff, I suppose, to the Banshee Cloak, the fact that it costs less gas, that was even possible to begin with. Before that, you wouldn't have... There's no way at that stage in the game you're building a Raven and Cloak. I mean, that would be, what, like 400 gas? There's no way you would even have that. So that was a great move. It was also very quick reaction time as well. Like, he started it so quickly after the scan went down that it's unlikely Polt even noticed it was happening. Like, he probably just saw it running anyway and thought, oh, this is just a Cloaked Banshee build then. And then he cancels that. And the timing was kind of perfect. If the Raven had popped out before the scan had actually dissipated, that would have sucked. Yeah, for sure. Because there's no... Because then you know.
Yeah.
So it was a bit lucky. I mean, you got to admit, it was a little lucky there, because the scan timing was a bit of an anti-timing for Polt, but it was still a great move by Apocalypse.
Luck is, what is it? It's like preparation meets opportunity or whatever.
Something along those lines.
If I was playing a TVT in that situation, I wouldn't have done that, for what that's worth. My diamond level NATV Terran skills.
Absolutely. Well, we've got the
next game coming up. Looks like we're going to be hopping into the map Nimbus next.
Nimbus, alright. Nimbus is not a map I've seen too much yet. I haven't cast too much since the changes, so not massively familiar with it. There we go. Alright, cool. We're entering the lobby, and it's currently 2-1 in this best-of-5 series. Apocalypse pulling the upset at the moment, really. And let's call it exactly what it is. Apocalypse is good. He's not Polt level good, and he's never had the results to be Polt level good. But right now, Polt is not playing his best, and Apocalypse... I don't know, you got to think about it for a second. You know, Polt is playing multiple tournaments today. Apocalypse has this tournament as his kind of big opportunity, and it's probably what he's been focusing exclusively on. And based on his results up to this point, and he did well in the round of 16 too, right?
APOC?
Yeah.
I don't remember who's in his
Because
group.
Polt went through his group second place, didn't he? If I recall correctly.
Polt did, because Major killed him pretty hard.
Yeah. Apocalypse did get first in his group, yeah.
Yes,
Apocalypse
did, yeah.
2-1'd MC and 2-0'd Huck. That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. Those were pretty good games too. APOC against... Yeah, I don't even know. I did a post-game interview with Huck, and it's obviously I haven't seen enough games to say it, but APOC made all of those TVPs look really one-sided. Like it didn't seem like there was much. The one game that MC managed to take off of APOC was when he did some mind trickery in the beginning, and he put a third Nexus down at like 5 minutes, like some crazy early expand. Drag Polt into here. That was the only game that anyone was able to take off him in that group. So.
Yeah, and that's not the kind of result you expect from Apocalypse, who I always hate bringing up the stats, but the reality is that Apocalypse doesn't really have that many results. He never has. He's a solid player, but he's never really done anything too exceptional. And if a deep run in this tournament would be that result. Like, if he beats Polt here, that's probably so far his defining career achievement.
If he beats Polt here? Yeah, probably.
I'd say so.
Well, no, not really. Oh, you know, it would be. I was going to say not really, because anytime that happens, everybody just says, oh, lag. Korean news thank you.
Yeah, well, they're both in the same country.
They're both in NA, so...
Yeah, no excuse for that. But if you know, Apocalypse's... His only real result is he won the Lake Charles Scion Thanksgiving opening, which was a tournament in December, and he beat QXC 3-1 in that. And that was an American event, pretty much. I'd say the only super good player that was there was actually Sage, and funnily enough, Apocalypse 2-0'd him. So I don't know what it is about Apocalypse's TVP, man, but it seems to be pretty solid.
Yeah, Pac, I think, is he doesn't have the tourney results, but at least, I mean, you say on ladder. On ladder, he seems like a really solid player. He's a killer record on NA.
Yeah, totally. I mean, wasn't he the first place qualifier for this through the ladder? Well, he's close to that, right?
Not only was he the first place qualifier, but I think he got that ranking like a day or two earlier and just stopped playing.
Wow.
He had a lot of points. He was like really far and above.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that. I've met Apocalypse a couple of times, and he is one of the most polite people I've ever seen. Very humble, very cool, and it's great to see him actually going deep in this tournament. I hope he keeps doing that. He might run into problems if he hits Innovation, which, you know, he looking like he might at this point, but still.
Did you get into that game?
Yeah, I'm in it. All is good.
I do see it immediately.
You didn't. Yeah.
What do you mean?
You just dropped.
Oh. Did anybody else drop, or was it just me?
Just you. We're gonna have to remake.
All right.
Were you the referee?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a problem. I don't think we can tell the players. Doesn't it transfer referee to somebody else? It's got to, right?
Of course not.
No, it doesn't.
It'd be nice, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so this could be a slight problem because we currently cannot communicate. So, all right, for the next game, let's set up things so that we have multiple referees. Yeah, just in case that happens again.
If you tell everybody to leave, I think the players should understand if all four refs just leave.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll actually see the observers leaving. I'm hoping they do.
Oh, shoot. That's right. I don't know if they do. Do you? You do, don't you?
I think you do, as far as I know. But I'm always refereeing a game, so they would always see me leave. But you don't see observer chat. This could be a very awkward situation. I'm hoping that they realize. It's like I'm thinking, does anyone have Apocalypse's phone number to tell him to get the hell out of the game?
Actually, maybe maybe he's not busy right now, so.
All right, he probably's realized then. Okay, good. As far as I'm aware, it does show observers leaving the game. As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Try rehosting. Make somebody else ref as well, just in case.
Yeah, it's always a safe bet there. For those who don't know, there are two kinds of observers you can set up. There's the regular observer, and there's a referee. A referee has the ability to talk to everybody, whereas an observer can only talk in observer chat, which of course can't be read by the players, because, well, that would be stupid. So that's how the setup is, and that's why you run into problems in those situations. And you can even see who's referee and who isn't by seeing who has a little observer tag next to them in the chat there. But yeah, multiple referees is a good way to avoid that from happening. And we need to invite Huey again. Is he in? Yes, he is. Good. So we're missing Polt, who hopefully is not still in the game. Like, that would be a bit weird.
APOC is here, so I'm assuming.
Yeah. That would be why it's especially weird. He's just blowing up Apocalypse's units in frustration.
There was a video of this is so long ago. It was a League of Legends video. It was like Gragas versus Nivea mid.
Okay.
This is like a Diamond 3 game. Let me set the team here. Alright, go.
Okay.
We got the go ahead from both players. We're gonna start the game.
Let's rock and roll.
The Anivia had disconnected at the beginning. Had disconnected right after they got into their lane, and the Gragas was there, and the Gragas was like using like all of his micro to like throw spells and auto attack and stuff, and he kept taking damage, auto attack damage from Anivia and auto attack damage from like minions, and then finally it got to the point to where he had like barely. I think he killed the Anivia, but he died first. To like a minion attack or whatever. It was just really dumb. And then after he died and she got first blood, everybody saw the disconnect message, and Anivia hadn't been there the entire time. That story was more relevant and funny, I think, in my head, but I'm gonna do the introduction for APOC.
By all means.